What's up, YouTube? Going live, baby. What's up, everybody? Just started the stream. We'll be going live. We'll be getting into content here in a second. You know the drill. As soon as we get to 100 likes, then we'll get rolling. We're going to dive into some of the charts, see what they're looking at. But as soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling. Streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. Daily Crypto Bull on all the socials. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling. Take a look-see at what's going on with the market today. You know, it's down. It's down. Happens. But I think there's some key reasons as to why. I just posted a TikTok piece of content today showing some major reasons why I think the market's down today and has been going down a bit. There we are. We're over 100 likes. You guys are awesome. So as I start every stream, I want to point this out. This is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. Lifetime chart. 13 years. Lifetime chart of Bitcoin. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up more, it goes down, it goes up more, it goes down, it goes up more, it goes down. We're in a down period right here. Every time back here, here, and here, people are like, oh, it's over. Nope. These blue lines here mark the Bitcoin halving, the most important event in all of crypto. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to assume you don't. I'm going to explain it real quick. This is when the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per day gets cut in half. Look what happens after these blue lines. Boom. Rocket. Rocket. What do you think is going to happen over here? This is the next happening in about March 2024. Boom. So no matter where price is at today, it's going to go higher than it was back here. Okay. If we don't get to 100,000 by the time this happening happens, after this happening, it's basically an assured fact. Not financial advice, just my opinion, but look at the numbers. All right, let's dive in. Let's go to the Bitcoin chart. I'll get to some questions here in a bit. We'll start looking at charts you guys want to look at. You can call them out. I am spending a lot of time with my eyeballs out here on my computer, so if I don't see your comment, I'm not ignoring you. They're just coming in, and I'm out here. I look at this screen every so often, okay? Here we are looking at the Bitcoin chart. Let's zoom this in. We get the 2-hour chart going. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Okay, that's interesting. So we did hit this support zone here. We got two different Fibonacci lines, the 382 of this box and the 786 of this box. We did break that trend line, but let's go here real quick. I want to draw, we did break that one. Boy, we did break that one, but maybe I zoom out to the daily. Check this out. Look at this trend line right here. Look at that trend line. So in reality, Bitcoin could come probably from what I'm looking at, Bitcoin could come all the way down here to 35,000 and still be in an uptrend. That's what this blue line is here. As you can see, we had a low, a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. This could come all the way down to like here, plus it would hit the bottom, the 786 on the fib right here, somewhere around 35.5. It could come all the way down here, and I would still say we're in an uptrend. If it breaks below this line, that's a different story. Then I'm concerned that, hey, maybe we're going full on bear. But right now, this doesn't look like anything. I mean, this looks like we're coming down, we're still making a higher low. This doesn't look like anything crazy to me to get concerned about at the moment. You know, that's the way price goes, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're on a down. We went up a ton. We went up from 37.6 to 48,000. That's a lot. It makes sense to have a correction. Plus, with all this stuff going on, right? We got Fed trying to hike the interest rates. That's really interesting because that's a big deal. If you look at back here, look at right down here, March 15th, 16th. This is the bottom of this move right here. You see it? This is when we all knew, okay, Fed's going to do some interest rate stuff. What are they going to do? And there's a lot of uncertainty in the market in this period. And then they finally announced, all right, we're going to do a 0.25% rate hike. It's like, all right, boom, now we have certainty. Because if the market can handle bad news, the market can handle good news. What it can't handle is uncertainty, right? This point right here, literally March 16th, we got certainty. Look what happened to the market. Boom. Now what's going on? We got the Fed talking about we're going to do another rate hike, talking about speculation doing like a 0.5. So we have some uncertainty in the market. But once it happens, I think we go back up. Same thing as back here. And we have these Shanghai lockdowns going on. That's not good because Shanghai, I think, is the biggest port in the world. So there's a lot of possibility of delay of shipping, maybe even food shortages, stuff like that. But that's the Bitcoin chart. And right now, it doesn't look, let's go to the 4-hour chart again. Now zoom in that we looked at that. Let's pull up Lever Atlas 2 to see where our momentum is. Momentum, it did come down. Okay, it did come down here. We haven't printed a green dot, but it's hitting this zone right here. I think we could come down definitely lower. We could come down to like right here, like 35,000, and I think we would still be in an uptrend. Okay, so at the moment, I'm not sounding any alarms. So far, this looks like a reasonable correction to me after this, like, almost month-long, well, not month-long, like 3 weeks of going up. Let's go. Thanks for the follows coming in, by the way. Again, I'm looking out here on this screen, so I'm not looking at my TikTok screen. We're streaming live here on TikTok and on YouTube. By the way, we got 193 people on here, under 1,000 likes. Let's get it over 1,000 likes. I bet you guys can do it in literally like 10 seconds. Let's go to the Ethereum chart. So we always got to look at the Ethereum chart after the Bitcoin. Then we'll start looking at the ones you guys want to look at. Let's see those likes fly in, though. Let's get that sucker over 1,000. I bet you can do it in like 10 seconds. Here's the Ethereum chart. Same thing as you see March 15th down here. That's when that rate hike came in and officially got announced, and the market gained certainty, and it said, all right, we're ready to go back up. But what's going on, what's really interesting right now is the entire market and the Fed are playing kind of a game of chicken, because the Fed literally wants the market to go down. It's not that they want the market to go down, but that is what they basically want, because of what they really want to have happen. Because when the market goes down and they raise the interest rates of the Fed, the rate hikes, that makes cash, the dollar, actually worth more. And by that, it makes assets go down in value, right? Because if the dollar's worth more, then assets go down. As the dollar's worth less, assets go up relative to the amount in dollars. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying, because that's such a big deal. We got swiftly rejected. Ethereum did off the 200-day simple moving average. Very important to know about the simple moving average. We have momentum looking to me like it wants to shift up, actually. Looks like we have the makings of a possible bullish divergence right here, right? Because we have this low and this lower low, and we have this wave down here. And this wave, if it prints a green dot, it's not as low as this one. So the momentum, even though price is coming down more, right? Momentum is actually kind of shifting up. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. And for Ethereum, let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily. Let me just do this, do this. Let's draw an overall trend line on the daily. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be very important. I can't believe I haven't drawn this yet. Let's go from here. Ooh, there's a trend. We could do that one. We could do this one. I think we probably go with that one. Go with that one. Maybe we'll draw another trend line too real quick. Maybe go from maybe here. Let's draw one more. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Go down here. We could call that one too. I don't like that one, but we're still above that one too, actually. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But you see, overall, we're in upward trends, right? We're making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, right? Even when it came down, it didn't go down as low as back here, so we're still trending up. This is if you really zoom out, right? We're going all the way from March 1st, 2021 to today. We're looking out over a year. We've been on an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. So what we really want to see is eventually, I mean, this could still come down more. I think it could come down to maybe 26, maybe even 25.50, and we'd still be in an uptrend. And what we'd really like to see is for Ethereum to make a higher high too. All that's really interesting to me. And again, when we zoom out, like we did have quite this low red candle here. This is quite a red candle for a day. That's for sure, right? We went from 32 down to 20, basically 3,000. So we went down $200 in like this day. This is a healthy, this is a bit of a dip right here. But overall, when you look at this, like look at the overall chart. Like, does this really stand out as anything major compared to the entire path we've had so far? Not really. I think it could literally come all the way down. I guess I wouldn't want to see it come below 25.50. Like I said, I think it could land somewhere over here around 25.50, and we'd still be in uptrend, because as long as it turned back around, because then we would still be having higher lows. And that's really what you want to look for. That's the overall uptrend. But again, as we zoomed out on the daily, that's the uptrend. Like, that's pretty good. That's over a year now. Zoom back into the 4-hour. Now that we've looked at that, that's really important to know. Thanks for all the follows coming in, by the way. I looked down quick. I see a lot of follows coming in. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you're you're enjoying this content and you're willing to maybe get some more content from me. I put out a nice piece today, by the way, on TikTok about why I think the market's going down. It really revolved around the Fed rate hikes and uncertainty. Just uncertainty is the word. Uncertainty is the word because the Fed rate hikes and the lockdowns going on in Shanghai, I think those things are causing, and of course, always the Ukraine-Russian war. But I feel like the market is still feeling overall like more used to that, as odd as that sounds. But overall, see, Ethereum looks to me like it could be printing a bullish divergence, and we might have a nice little upswing here. I'm going to be watching that. Let me go to the 2-hour real quick. Let's see what that's all about. We got 235 people on here. That is awesome. If you guys could, we're at 2,400 likes. If you guys could send us up to like, boy, I wonder if you could get us to, I wonder if you could get this to 5,000 likes in like a minute. I wonder if you could do that. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it. I wonder if we can get to 5,000 likes in like the next 60 seconds. That'd be freaking awesome. But overall, as we look here on the 2-hour, it's kind of showing me that too, showing me we have this low with this wave way down here and this lower low with this, at the moment at least, shallower wave, right? If price is going down lower, this wave should be down lower than this one because of where the price is at, right? Here's the price low and a lower low. Here's the bottom of the wave for that low. And the bottom of this wave, since it's a lower low, it should be lower. But when it's not, that's an indicator that we're probably shifting in momentum and going up. But I'm not willing to say that yet. We haven't printed a green dot down here on Lever Atlas. Oh, dang, we're at like 4,800 likes. Oh, you guys are going to push. Holy crap. I think we oh, wow, we're over 5. Yeah, I think that was easily under 60 seconds. Wow. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And thank you for the follows coming in. Can't even read that chart, dog, too much. You don't need to read it. I'm just telling you what I'm showing you. Because just know, I know it looks crazy, but because I look at charts so much, I know what all this is saying and I'm just interpreting it for you. Basically, we still, right, let me zoom back out to the daily. This is Ethereum. And Bitcoin look the same. These blue lines are trend lines, and you can see that we're still well on these trend lines. So here's this trend line right here, and we're still above that. But the reality is, I think I like this trend line more looking at these. And I think that we could come down to like here, because we want to make higher lows, right? Here's some lows, here's higher low, higher low, higher low. When this comes down, we probably don't want it to go below like 25.50. And that would make sense to stay on this trend line too. So I'm saying that's kind of the bottom. We're a long ways away from that. So far, we can reasonably expect maybe this trend line holds. But we need the Fed to probably announce what they're going to officially do with interest rates, because I think there's, holy crap, we're at like 7,000 likes right now. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Any good recommendations to learn TA? One thing I would say is if you click the link in my TikTok bio, if it'll pull up here, this link right here, it'll take you to this page. And I do have a free masterclass right here that it's free at the moment. I'll probably be charging for it soon. It shows you how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes up or down. This teaches you kind of my brand of my style of TA. That really simplifies the heck out of it. So check that out if you want to learn more about that. All right, let's go on to, let's have you guys call it then. What else do you guys want to look at? Gala, I see Gala in there. Gala is something that I definitely want to accumulate over time, no doubt about it. This is the daily. Look at that uptrend there too. This is the daily chart. So we're going back to November 18th. This is on the Coinbase. So Gala's only been on Coinbase since November 18th. God, look at how much it went up since then. 11 cents to 83 cents. This is when Facebook changed its name to Meta. But we still got quite an uptrend here going on Gala, which we would expect. All right, we have this. Breaking that a bit. I'd say we broke that. I mean, it's still a higher low, so the reality is we could probably go, I don't even want to draw this trend line now. But we're holding pretty steady at the bottom of this fib box. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Let's see here. As you can see, I guess we're a little below it. A little below. Where are we at? We're under 20 cents. Boy, that's a good buy point to me for Gala, because I really like Gala. I really, really like Gala. I think blockchain gaming is the first truly mainstream thing that gets that goes mainstream. That is. Sorry, I said take a drink of coffee. And by the way, if you'd prefer to watch this on YouTube, you can see my whole screen. This is what it looks like on YouTube at the moment, right here. Not quite that, but you know, woo. But So that's Gala. Let's see if how Gala looks. Gala's kind of doing the same thing here to me. It's showing, right, because this is Lever Atlas down here. It's my momentum indicator. If you want to check that out, click the link in my bio. You can get it here. There's a free trial going on. It looks to me like, see, as we do this, we look at this price low and this lower low. This price low correlates with this wave right here, all the way down here. But this lower low has this shallower wave. Now, we haven't printed a green dot yet, confirming a bottom. That's what a green dot means, confirms a bottom. But it's looking a lot like Bitcoin. I think, to me, at least at the moment, it looks to me overall like the market is kind of hitting a bottom and we might see some green coming up. It's what it's looking like to me anyway so far. I dig that. Wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin hit 70K. No, me either. It's completely inevitable. When, I don't know, but it's completely inevitable. Ton of likes coming in. Well, we hit 10,000 likes. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. How about Sandbox? Sure, let's take a look at Sandbox. Talking about games, you know I love blockchain gaming. Sandbox is interesting here. There's the 200-day simple moving average. That's what this yellow line is. It's definitely broken below that. It stayed above it for a good amount of time. But now it's below it. But it's kind of doing that same thing where we have this low right here and this lower low. But you follow the waves down. There's this wave and this lower wave. Or this shallower wave, rather. So I think we're hitting a bottom. Plus, that makes sense as you go over. You see that we hit a support here and here. So this seems to be a pretty strong support zone for Sandbox. But Sandbox long term, I really like. I love Animoca Brands. AVAX, sure, let's take a look at AVAX. Okay, we just hit this support zone right here. I think AVAX could probably come down to here and still be in pretty strong support at 65 bucks, but we want this uptrend to continue. If we print a green dot here, that is a sign of bullish divergence. Same reasons as before. We have this wave and this lower, this bottom and this lower bottom correlating with this wave and this wave. So price coming down. Momentum seems to kind of be going up slightly, enough at least that it stands out to me. So that's interesting. And look at how relevant this is too. See how Lever Atlas draws these red lines, right? Showing this shift in momentum. Look at that one right there. Follow it up. How perfect did it call the top? Look at that. Follow that dotted line up. How perfect did that call the top right there? Perfectly. So, and we can back test this a long ways. It does very, very well. So when we see these divergences happen, right? Because here price was going up, but momentum was going down. So that's a strong sign. It's called a bearish divergence, a strong sign that momentum is shifting and price is going to go down, at least in the short term. Plus, we were hitting this Fibonacci line up here that we were clearly getting rejected off of. So the only thing really holding us up was this trend line right here. Very interesting. My thoughts on Ethereum Classic. To me, seriously, Ethereum Classic is a dead project to me. Like, just to be completely honest with you. Thank you for sharing the live video. Who just did that? Swadina Zero, thanks for the share in the live, and thanks for all the follows that are coming in. What platform am I using? This chart viewer here, this is TradingView. If you click the link in my TikTok bio, it'll take you to my resources page, which is this page. Let's see, TradingView is right here. Click that button, that'll take you over to TradingView. A lot of other good resources in here too, by the way. God, if you're not getting interest on, if you live in the United States and you're not using Voyager, you have no idea how much you're missing out on. Because you get interest on your crypto with having to lock it up or stake it. Plus, you don't pay fees when you buy and sell. Like, this is definitely the main centralized exchange that I use. I use this. This is way better than Coinbase, in my opinion. Not sponsored. This is just what I use. If you use this link, I think you get $25 in free Bitcoin too if you use that link. So that's AVAX. What else do we want to look at? Crow. So let's take a look at Crow. Another centralized exchange that I like. But I just find Voyager to be better since it gives you interest on your crypto without having to lock it up or stake it. And there being no fees when you buy and sell is a really big deal, right? Because if I'm going to go buy $1,000 of Bitcoin, which platform is going to give me the most Bitcoin for my money? It's Voyager, because they don't charge fees. Coinbase really rips you off. Crypto.com I think is a little better than Coinbase, but Voyager, just no fees, can't beat that. Frank Papadakis says, love Voyager. Totally, man. Absolutely. Is it perfect? No. But overall, it's definitely my favorite and the one I use the most. And I leave a lot of crypto on it because it just sits there and gets interest. And I can move it anytime I want. Anyways, looking at Crow, what do we got here? Kind of the same deal going on as we're seeing, right? We have this low and this wave down here. We did have a bit of a bullish divergence there, and it went up some, but then we dipped here. This overall, things are actually looking like I think they're bottoming out. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. Plus, we're hitting this on everything we're looking at today. I mean, everything, nothing's a certainty, right? We deal in probabilities. And based on my experience and what I'm seeing here on the charts, it looks to me like maybe we're hitting a bottom, and we could probably soon expect at least somewhat of a move up, at least, or at least a stopping. I mean, it might only look like this in terms of a green wave, but we could turn around and go back up, because this is a pretty nice drop here. Like Crow going from 50 cents down to 40 cents. This may be a good time to buy some stuff if you want to buy some stuff. Not financial advice, but this is what it's looking like to me. And again, if you're in the States, I'd really, really recommend using Voyager. Click the link in my TikTok bio. It'll take you to this page, my resources page. Definitely would recommend trying Voyager if you haven't, because again, you're not paying fees when you buy or sell. Not sponsored, just straight up. Blows my mind that people don't do it. GMT, sure, looks like a GMT, dude. I think today I am definitely going to buy a STEPN NFT. I think I'm definitely going to buy one today. I've been doing my research. If you got any comments on STEPN, please drop them in, because I want to hear everything you guys got to say about that. Thoughts on longevity of Enjin? I think Enjin's got a very bright future, man. I think NFTs are so much bigger than most of us even understand right now. Not NFTs in their current form, but I mean the actual technology of NFT. But if you guys have any comments about STEPN, drop them in there. If you've been using STEPN, let me know what your experience has been like. STEPN's pretty newer project. What is this? This only goes back to March. It's got to be better than that, right? Or it's GMT. If we do GST, right? Because that's the other one. Green Satoshi token. I think there's more data on that one, so let's look at that. Been trending up. Looks like it's hitting a top. You know, it's been kind of meeting some resistance here around the $5 mark. Been kind of hitting resistance around there. And I apologize if I'm not getting to your comments. I'm looking out here on my screen, so I'm not always looking at my phone screen at all. I'm looking out here trying to dissect this for you guys. GST, we just printed a green dot down here. Now it's swinging up. Looks like there has been some bearish divergence going on, and that makes sense. It is rounding out, but I think this just makes so much sense to me. I just see this getting so much bigger that I'm going to be buying one today, straight up. GMT is bullish today. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like yeah, maybe. But I think overall, long term, like at least midterm, I'm pretty bullish on STEPN, because again, you can start earning by walking. Like, I think it's a real positive thing, and I really like, because like me, you give it to me, and all of a sudden I'm earning for walking. Like, oh, I'm gonna go walk more. Like, I dig that. Like, I think that is so powerful and so positive that I want it. That's all I gotta say. Please expand your view on Ethereum. I don't know exactly what you mean. Ethereum to me is probably the most valuable thing in crypto. Theta. Sure, let's take a look at Theta. We already looked at Ethereum. We always start the stream off looking at Bitcoin, then Ethereum. So we already looked at that. And they're kind of all doing the same thing, not what Theta's doing here, but they're looking like they're hitting a bottom, at least for the short term. And I think that we could see some price action going up here pretty soon. How high? No idea. Theta definitely getting rejected off its 200-day SMA. That's what this yellow line is. Overall, looking kind of sideways to me. Theta is maybe more on the bullish side. Cardano. Sure, let's take a look at Cardano. But thank you for sharing the live video, Crypto Narrator. Let's see here. We were hitting a support line right here. We got a whole bunch of support lines going on. We got a golden pocket down here. It's a little different than the other ones because it's printing a deeper wave here. So this one doesn't look like a bullish divergence. Boy, ADA came down a lot. $1.24 down to, 93 cents. Boy, it came down a lot. It's a solid, 35% drop. Let me get a cup of coffee here real quick and look at this. Take a drink of coffee quick. Let's see. I don't know, man. I mean, if the rest of the market is looking like it's hitting a bottom, I think I'm going to say that Cardano's probably hitting a bottom too. All these are just probabilities, of course. Anastasia says SLP. Sure, let's take a look at SLP. Thanks for all the follows coming in, by the way. SLP. Axie is something I am just very much staying away from. Because ever since that Ronin hack, like, plus I think Axie, like, as a game, it's not like a long-term game. I mean, it's possible Axie may have already hit its top and never really does much more. Just because everything seems to be declining for Axie and has been for a while, in my opinion, anyways. And also, I don't really think it's that great of a game. This is a strong sports zone right here, though. All right, we've had support show there. This is a strong. If it breaks below like 15 cents, that's a really, I don't know, maybe that's the bottom, but momentum seems to be still moving down to me for Smooth Love Potion. The best thing to do is probably DCA every week. If it's something you believe in long term, I mean, let's go back to the lifetime chart of Bitcoin, for instance. When was a bad time to buy Bitcoin? Never. Look at this, 13 years. Never a bad time. Ethereum's been the same. What else do we want to look at? Cosmos. Dude, I love Cosmos. I think Cosmos is so undervalued. I really, really do. Their whole IBC and everything. I think Cosmos and Polkadot have such big futures. I don't think the market really understands them yet. Got rejected pretty cleanly off there. Boy, that's a good price for Atom right now. If you're unfamiliar with Atom, Atom is like the airdrop king, right? If you go stake your Atom on the Atom ecosystem, like, you're guaranteed to get airdrops of new projects in the Atom ecosystem. Like, it's wild. It is wild. But overall, it's still looking a little bearish today. This one is. It broke that trend line. Ugh, I don't love that. Could come down to maybe 23.5. That would be ugly, but whatever. It's all short-term stuff, long-term wise. But again, if you like Atom, to me, that's a good price. I may go snag up some more Atom and stake it. Chainlink, sure, let's take a look at Link. To me, Link is one of the top 5 things I accumulate because it's just so obvious how much adoption it has and how absolutely vital and necessary it is to all of crypto, because it's an oracle. And if you're unfamiliar with what an oracle is, what an oracle does is it takes information off chain and puts it on chain, like price of things and many, many other things, like up to date in the moment. It is absolutely vital. It's like how much a plant needs water, like blockchain, on-chain stuff needs an oracle, and Chainlink is by far the dominant oracle that everybody uses. And it is fantastic. It executes very well. Like, it's so undervalued to me. What are we looking at? We're looking at Link. That's right. So the uptrend, if we draw a trend line here, and TradingView here kind of gave us one. Yeah, if we went like that, looks like it kind of broke trend on us a little bit, but we do have this spider line going on here. Broke that one. So Chainlink hitting the bottom of this golden pocket. Where are we at? A little under 14 bucks. Looking like a bullish divergence though, right? Because we have this low with this wave, and this lower low with this shallower wave. That's typically a sign that we're shifting momentum. Oh, you can't see it, I'm sorry. Right, these two, and then so price is going down. Here's a low, and here's a lower low, and here's this wave and a shallower wave. So price going down, momentum going up. We're probably, and in a golden pocket like this. This is consistent with what I've been seeing today, and it looks to me a lot like the market is hitting a bottom. That's what it looks like to me. Again, nothing's guaranteed, but that's what it's looking like to me. We're hitting the bottom. I think we're going to get a bit of a bounce here pretty soon. That's what I think. Bitcoin hanging man on weekly time frame. I did not look at the weekly. Let's look at ALCX. I see a few people asking about that for Alchemix. Ooh, nasty. If you go all the way from the wick, 153 down to 78. It's dropped 58, basically 50%. Looking like it's going to print a little bit lower of a wave. Alchemix has taken a hit. I don't know what's been going on with them, but wow, that's quite a hit. Went up a lot, right? 91 bucks to, I mean, we could say 130, which is probably more right. But this wick is gnarly. Interesting. I still think things are kind of hitting the bottom, is what I think. Mana, yeah, we didn't look at that yet, did we? Let's take a look at Mana. 200-day SMA, we are hitting the bottom. We broke below this 786 fib line here. By the way, I'm going to say straight up, I think Decentraland is overvalued, period. It's insane to me that it's the number one. I think it's number one. I think it's the number one highest market cap in the gaming category, and that's absolutely absurd to me. It's absolutely absurd to me. But overall, it's looking like maybe it's hitting a bottom too, like the rest of the market. Yeah, let's take a look at Arweave. Arweave is one that I think is really undervalued too. That's a good look. That's a decent looking chart to me. Draw a trend line. Let's draw a couple trend lines. Draw this one. All right, so you broke that trend. Let's draw another one. Let's go from here. Yeah, definitely broke some trend lines. Hard for me to find. We could say this when we could technically say this. Could say that. I mean, it's still upwards. As long as we're making higher lows, right? Because this is still, yeah, we really don't want to go below this. I really don't think that Arweave wants to go below this, especially not below this. And really, really, really not go below this. But we would like to maintain this right here, about 30 bucks. Arweave would like to keep 30 bucks. Looking like it will too to me, right? Because we have this low and this lower low and this wave all the way down here. And this wave hasn't printed a dot yet, but it's shallower, right? So as price is coming down and momentum is shifting up, that's a bullish divergence. So, and we've been seeing that in a lot of the coins we're looking at today. So I think we're hitting a bottom of this particular move, and I think we're going to start seeing a little bounce here pretty soon. That's what I think. We already looked at Theta, Zilliqa. Sure, let's take a look at Zilliqa. Again, Zilliqa, I think, yeah, it's hitting about right here. That makes sense. It's been riding this. God, what a pump it had, though, going from like 5 cents to like 23 cents. Crazy. Craziness. Well above the 200-day SMA. I spent a good number of days above it. But Zilliqa still concerns me. Zilliqa still concerns me. I think it should come down more because that pump is so ridiculous. I think that the narrative of metaverse as a service got overhyped. I mean, I think it's going to be very valuable, but again, metaverse is just still to me like very overhyped for how far along it is. That's my opinion. GME stock. I don't look up stocks. I don't really know much about stocks. I do crypto only. What explains Alchemy going from 1800 to 80? Alchemy went from 1800 to 80? Ugh. I didn't know that. If I'd done the daily chart, maybe I'd seen it. Ugh. That really concerns me. But if you're bullish on it, that's a really good deal. So I don't know. Buy things you believe in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story. Like, for instance, VeChain. I've been buying VeChain since 2017 because I believed in it. My brother really put me onto it, and it just makes so much sense. In VeChain, we were buying it well under a penny. And it went all the way up to like 20 cents during this bull run. Thanks for all the follows coming in, by the way. So we're looking at quant. Let's try to draw a trend line. So we go from here. Could call that a trend line there. So it broke that. Let's draw another one. Well, I don't want to draw one yet because we haven't confirmed a bottom. But again, it's looking the same thing to me, right? We have these lows here and this lower low. We have these waves and this wave. If it prints a green dot, that's a bullish divergence. Plus, we're coming down to this 786 fib line right here. Very interesting. Very interesting what's going on. I don't analyze. I don't know much about forex at all. I'm straight up a crypto trader. Let me ask real quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you're from the United States and you're not getting interest on your crypto. Put a 1 in there. Because if enough of you do, I'll show you how to get interest on your crypto very easily. Solid interest in a safe way. I see a number of 1s coming in. Okay. So I'll show you real quick. Just to make it simple, click the link in my TikTok bio because I'll take you over to my crypto resources page, which is what this is. If you scroll down a little bit, this right here, Voyager. This is my referral code. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but it's my referral code. Anyways, you get interest on your crypto. Like I get 9% on my USDC coin, which is a stable coin, always worth $1. So I'm getting 9% on my cash, straight up. And there's no fees when you buy and sell crypto. I'm getting interest on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Cardano, you name it. And on the first of every month, they just drop free crypto in your account, like free Bitcoin, free Ethereum, free USDC, Cardano, Solana, etc. And there's no staking or locking it up. Like there's no drawback to it at all. I mean, I'm not saying Voyager's perfect. Nothing's perfect. But in terms of getting that interest, like it's just silly because your crypto's sitting somewhere. You should have it sitting somewhere that it's getting interest. And if you use this code right here, it is my referral code. Use someone else's if you want. but use someone's referral code, because then you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin when you deposit or buy like just $100 of crypto. So definitely, if you're in the States, it's only available in the States at the moment. Definitely check that out. Definitely, like no point in waiting on getting free crypto. Yeah, it's an app, Eddie. Voyager's an app, just like Coinbase, and it's a publicly traded company. Your crypto is insured up to $250,000. Again, not sponsored, but I'm just telling you, like, I'm screaming, like, I don't know why people don't talk about Voyager more. I've used every centralized exchange, and this is just definitely the best one to me. Back to the charts here. Back to the charts. So Quant. So Quant is looking like it's hitting a bottom to me also. What else do we want to look at? Thanks for all the follows coming in, by the way. Show your trading view. This is my trading view right here. Do you have a code for referral? Yeah, Randy. The referral code is right here. Just click this. Be sure to click this button and use this code, and you should be able to get the $25 in free Bitcoin. Let's see here. I want to scroll back. What else do we want to look at? UK, New Zealand, nice. Yeah. What other coins do we want to look at? Let me scroll down here a bit. What else do we want to look at? VeChain. Oh yeah, VeChain. Let's definitely look at VeChain. Again, I really like, to me, because there's so many things to buy, and if you're just chasing money, like, it's hard because you'll like bias yourself out. But if you actually do a little research on projects and just buy things you believe in, I think long term you do very, very well. VeChain's kind of doing that thing too, right? We have this low and this lower low, or this wave, excuse me. And then we have this lower low and this wave. We haven't printed a green dot, which confirms a bottom. But with price coming down into this golden pocket, which is a very strong zone of support and resistance, it's looking like we're hitting a bottom. Most of the market, so that's good news. Most of the market is looking like it's hitting a bottom to me and looking like it's going to pop up. By the way, we will be having a guest on tomorrow. We go live every day, Monday through Friday, at noon Pacific Standard Time. And tomorrow we will be having a guest on. His name is DGen Robot. He's a developer in the Phantom ecosystem. So I'm trying to have guests on to really help give you guys as much education, well-rounded education as possible. And I'm really going to ask him a lot of questions and try to get the perspective of developers. And he's tapped into what developers think, what they do, what they're working on, and the way they see the market is different than the way most of us see it. So I'm really, really excited for that interview tomorrow. We'll be having him live on TikTok and YouTube. Daily Crypto Bull across all of them. Funi Video says this is the best crypto channel. Honestly, dude, Funi, thank you. Like, I got goosebumps. Thank you. That's such a wonderfully kind compliment. Thank you. I'm glad you're getting good value out of this. Is now the time to DCA in the market with a well-balanced portfolio? My opinion, I always fall back to this. This is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. And the main times I buy are in these deep red zones. And we are in a deep red zone, right? You're getting Bitcoin for almost 50% off right now. And Ethereum and everything. So if you really believe in something, I like DCA, but for the D instead of daily, I call it dip cost averaging. So when it takes a significant dip, that's when I buy. And when it gets to an all-time high, that's when I sell. I don't necessarily sell all my crypto when it gets to an all-time high. I sell a good amount though. And when it gets really low, I don't necessarily spend every dollar I have, but I spend a lot of it. Right, and I kind of DCA in as the price gets to certain levels. Usually I don't start buying things until they get to be at least 40% below the all-time high. Thanks for sharing the live, Martin Fishery. Thanks for all the follows coming in. B. Woodall, Michael Gerard. Dollar cost average into the market and DCA out. Got it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That basically. I do DCA. Yep, exactly. I do some kind of cost averaging when it's really low, but I buy when it's really low, and I kind of cost average daily or as price hits certain points, and I cost average out by selling when it's really high. Like, I don't necessarily wait for the all-time high to make my first sale. Like for Bitcoin, if Bitcoin hits 50,000, I'll probably sell a little Bitcoin, and then a little bit more at 55, a little bit more at 60, a little bit more at 65, probably a good bit more at 70, stuff like that. Frax. Yeah, let's take a look at Frax. Frax printer? No, that can't be right. It's FRS is Frax, right? No, FXS. Frax. Well, I mean, Frax has their stable coin, but FXS, they teamed up with Luna. Boy, that created quite a spike that day. 2 days, really. Wow. Where they made that 4 pool on Curve, which is a big, 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 big deal. But I think it's hitting the bottom. Look at this. Right? When you see these things here that were resistance, where it got bounced off of, when it gets high enough above it, that turns into support, and you see it kind of hitting that. So this may be a good support zone, although we haven't printed a green dot yet, and it's not indicating a bullish divergence like the other ones. Like back here, like there's a bullish divergence, right? Here's this low, and then this lower low. And if you follow this wave down, this wave's down here, and this wave is shallower, right? Price is coming down, momentum is going up. Look how perfectly it called that. Follow that dotted line up. Look how perfectly it called that. Saying, all right, well, high probability that it's going to go up. Went up. Now, we didn't know this was going to happen because that was news you could have possibly predicted. That one worked out a little bit. It went down some, but boy, then that news came in. Damn. Whew. But I think things are cooling off for FXS. Thanks for all the follows coming in, by the way. Don Johnson, Dizzle Dazzle. Thoughts on AMP? Let's take a look at AMP, man. Let's take a look at AMP. AMP looks like it's coming down. AMP's kind of printing a lower wave here. With that being said, because I think a few people were asking what this indicator is. This is Lever Atlas. It's a lot like Market Cipher, but it's different, and I made it myself. It took me months to make. If you want to check that out, click the link in my TikTok bio. I'll take you to my resources page, which is this, and then Lever Atlas is right here. There's a free trial that I still have running on this right now, and you get my whole like trading course along with it, just for taking me up on the free trial. So I'll be taking that away very, very soon. And if you really want to learn, get a good overview, take this free masterclass while it's still free about how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes down. So definitely check that out. But right over here, as we're looking at AMP, AMP is looking heavy. It's kind of down, man. In the short term, of course, if we zoom out, let's go to the daily real quick. Yeah, what are we looking at? So AMP's only been on, oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Whew. AMP. Like, that's pretty ugly. That's pretty ugly, straight up. Goodness, it's been going down for almost a year. Like, only down. Like, this is nothing but a downtrend. I don't know, man. I can't. I could not buy that. That's really not great. Can you look at AGIX? We did look at AGIX. I'll pull it up one more time just because I'm so fascinated how many people are bringing it up. Tell me in the chat, what is AGIX? Michael, Gerard, I like SYN, by the way. I really do. I think what they're doing is SYN protocol, that is. Really like them. Tell me about AGX, though, in the comments, because I'm looking at the comments right now. Tell me about AGIX. What does it do? Why are you guys talking about it right now? I don't know anything about it. It's an AI marketplace. And what are the implications for the AI marketplace? Sounds kind of techie to me. Like, I don't necessarily understand it from that. Like, what does that mean? Like, what are the use cases of that? The AI marketplace. Singularity Net, Singularity DAO. If you guys could elaborate a little bit about why an AR. Robin Payne, the code for Voyager. It is right here on the resources page. 94C6430FE. That's the code. That'll get you the $25 in free Bitcoin. And if you want to find it, again, you just click the link in the TikTok bio. It'll take you to the resources page. You scroll down a little bit, it'll be right here. Let's see here. Let me scroll back up. Did anyone answer the algo is another algo is interesting. It is. But right now, AGIX, that's a pretty long downtrend for AGIX, although it did have this pump. But this kind of random pump scares me. Plus, we're printing this bearish divergence on the daily. So I think this is going to come down some. That looks like too much to me. Let me go to the 4 hour real quick. It's been going down. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's a big pump, then it's over here. I would probably stay away from this for now, because when something goes from 8 cents to 20 cents, when it goes up, 2.5x in that short a time, I usually stay away for a bit, because it's probably got a little too heated. Algo. But boy, I think I'm going to buy a step in NFT today. Algo broke well below its 786 fib line here. Damn, Algo. Algo's looking kind of ugly. How much did Algo go up? Went from 69 cents to about $1, so not a crazy pump, but it's consistent with the rest of the market, but its correction, Algo's correction has been nastier than most of the coins we've looked at, especially since it went up consistently, like 30%, like Bitcoin, Ethereum did. They both went up about 30%, so that's kind of the standard during this period. But now it's come down like 30%, so it's like maybe it's a good time to buy Algo. Maybe it's oversold because I think Algo as a project is pretty solid. DeSo, let's take a look at DeSo. That's one that maybe that's cooled down enough for me to get in. I think DeSo's got a bright future. I really like what it's got going on. But again, same thing happened here. Went from $31 to $100. Went up, about 2-3x. Has come down. Now it's, okay, that's a reasonable price, right? If we're sitting here down here at 31, and now it's at 40, under 40, maybe it's good. Maybe that's a good time to get in on DeSo. Lever Atlas showed us there's a nice bullish divergence down here, and it went up. That's called it pretty nicely. We did just print a top, but that's a nice candle, and it looks like we got maybe some decent support there. It's kind of interesting. Let's draw a fib box real quick. It's going to be an interesting one, though, because that pump is so big. Yeah, okay, so we met resistance there, and now we're down here. So let's draw another one from here to like here. Zoom in on, we are on the 4 hour. Interesting. So now we're riding around the golden pocket. Okay, this is making me feel better. I think this is probably a decent zone to buy DeSo at. Not financial advice, just my opinion. 38, it's like 38 and a half bucks right now. That might be a good zone to buy it. We are in a downtrend, right? We got a high, lower high, lower high, low, lower low, lower lows. But if this can stabilize, we did just print that red dot up here though. So I don't know. But we did have this bullish divergence in this pocket. I don't know. I think DeSo might be a pretty good thing there. Oh yeah, Solana. I cannot believe we haven't looked at Solana yet today, especially with me talking about STEPN, since that's on the Solana system. It's kind of doing that same thing as we would expect Solana to do, right? Stay consistent with the broader market. And the broader market looks to me like it's bottoming out, like it's hitting a support zone, right? And you can see coming back here, this was a resistance zone that it broke through. So when you come back down, it's a support zone. And we're showing a bullish divergence as long as we print a green dot here and confirm the bottom. What I mean by that is here's a low, here's a lower low, here's an even lower low. When you see these waves going against that, because this low goes with this wave, this lower low goes with this shallower wave, and this lowest low goes with this shallower wave relative to this one. So this is looking bullish to me, like we're hitting a bottom. So I think we're going to have a bit of a reversal here in most of the market here pretty quick. That's what it looks like to me. Phantom, hell yeah, let's look at Phantom. Love Phantom. That's where most of my DeFi money is. By the way, if you guys want to learn more about DeFi and how to do it safely and which projects are really, really good, click the link in my TikTok bio, take you to my resources page. Get my DeFi guide. It's only $20. My 5 favorite DeFi protocols with complete walkthrough. These are safe. These give excellent returns. I mean, I'm getting like 40% on my stable coins. I'm getting well over 100% on my other cryptos. And these are actually very legit, very innovative, very, I would say, relatively safe protocols. So check that out. If you want to get involved in some DeFi and start getting some real juicy interest. A little bit more complicated than Voyager, but that's why I made the walkthrough to show you how to do it. Let's see. Phantom, where are we at? God, Phantom seems undervalued to me. Wow. It looks like it's getting a little bullish to me too. Yeah, I really like the price Phantom's at right now. God, he went from $1 to $1.60. So it pumped probably about twice as much as the broader crypto market because it went up like 60% instead of like 30-35%. So it makes sense to have more of a correction, but I wouldn't really want to see it come down any lower than this. I think this is a really good spot to buy Phantom at. Plus, I'm really long on Phantom as a project. I think it's the best DeFi ecosystem there is. KDA, sure, let's take a look at KDA. We already looked at Frax. I mean, Frax is a stable coin, but we looked at FXS. We already looked at that, and that looked like it had a pretty healthy correction after its big old pump from that forward pool on Curve because of that. Kadena is definitely well below the trend line. Geez, Kadena's not looking great. Kadena's not looking great. Let's zoom out to the daily, get a different look on it. Yeah, you can still say we're up trendy. If this trend line sticks, let's try to draw this one. Still an upward trend. Hopefully it doesn't go below that. You definitely don't want to see Kadena go below that. But as we look here, it might. It might. I'm not seeing any divergence here. We already looked at Atom. I think Atom looked like a good buy to me. It's my opinion, not financial advice. Boy, Matic has come down a good amount. How would Matic go from? It went from $1.30, hit the 200-day moving average at $1.75, got rejected pretty heavy. Whew. I'd say it definitely broke any trend line there, but boy, I really don't want to see it come below this. I really don't want to see it come below $1.33, because if it does, then we're making a lower low on a bigger time frame. I don't like, although we did that back here too and went up, so I don't know. But I like Matic long term, no doubt about it. It is printing what looks to be a bullish divergence. Same thing as before, right? We got this low and this lower low, this wave and this shallower wave, so price is coming down, but momentum seems to be going up. So I think we're hitting a bottom here. Thanks for sharing the video, Maharami. Hey, by the way, where are you guys all tuning in from? Throw that in there. Where are you guys tuning in from? I don't think stock market is better than crypto. Overall, I only do crypto. There's just so much more volatility and so much bigger moves in crypto that makes for a lot more money. More risk too, kind of, but Houston, Florida, DC, Arizona, a lot of people from the States, New York, Lithuania, sweet, London. Those of you that are in the States, by the way, if you're not getting interest on your crypto, be sure to click the link in my bio, my TikTok bio, or if you're watching on YouTube, the link in the description. It'll take you to this page. Definitely get Voyager, because it gives you interest on your crypto without having to lock it up or stake it. And when you buy and sell, there's no fees. Like, this is the best centralized exchange in my opinion. And be sure to use that code, because you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin too. When you deposit or buy like $100 of crypto. Saudi Arabia, dang, cool. Oregon, yeah, buddy, I'm in Seattle myself. South Africa. I have Boston, UK. Krypton Ada. You put a flag. I wish I knew what flags were what. I don't. Red, white, and blue. I'm going to go with, I don't even want to guess because I'll probably just look stupid. I do like Voyager more than Celsius. For a lot of things, they offer a little bit higher interest. And Celsius, I think, still charges fees when you buy and sell. East Africa, France. France. That makes sense. That makes sense. Paris is somewhere I definitely want to visit. East Africa. You guys are from all over the place. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being in here. I hope you're getting good value. What else you guys want to look at? ETH 2.0 coming soon? Yeah. ETH. Let me. That's a really good question. Check this out, everybody. Look. Here's the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. I'm going to get to this. I'm going to talk about how humongous ETH 2.0 is, the merge. I'm going to tell you how humongous it is. Look at this. This is a lifetime chart of Bitcoin. Now, these blue lines right here, do you see what happens after these blue lines? Look what happens to price. Shoots up like crazy. Shoots up like crazy. Shoots up like crazy. Do you know why? These blue lines are because of the biggest event in all of crypto, and it happens once every 4 years. And the next one's going to be happening over here in March 2024. Put in the chat, do you know what this blue line is? Fern, what's up, Fern? Fern's saying if you don't have Lever Atlas yet, you need it. Made big money yesterday from trading it. Fern, that is phenomenal. You must have taken a short on something. I got goosebumps because Fern is brand new. So happy to hear that, Fern. Halving, yep, exactly. You guys are all saying halving for the blue line. That's exactly right. So what that means for those of you listening that don't know, during a Bitcoin halving, what happens is the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per day gets cut in half. So it creates a massive supply shock overnight. So demand is always going up for this stuff, but the supply, boom, goes down. Not the supply in existence, but the amount of new supply per day, which is a major, major, major factor in terms of the amount of Bitcoin that's available to buy on the market. So really the amount of Bitcoin on the market goes down once that happens. And now here's how I'm getting to the ETH 2.0 thing. What's going to happen with the ETH 2.0, the merge, is that when that happens, the amount of Ethereum that can be mined a day is going to be decreased. So Bitcoin here, a halving, it goes down 50%. When ETH 2.0, the merge happens, the amount of ETH that can be mined a day is going to go down 90%. So if this is what happens with Bitcoin when it goes down 50%, what's going to happen to Ethereum when it goes down 90%? I think it's going to look a lot like this. And I think it's going to be so damn bullish. I think it's going to create a massive bull run, and I think that bull run is going to end with Ethereum flipping Bitcoin's market cap for a moment and then going back down below it. I think the moment when that happens, I think once Ethereum gets above Bitcoin's market cap, that will be the end of that particular bull run caused by the ETH 2.0 merge and the 90% triple halving. I think that's what will happen. That's my forecast. That's my complete forecast. Can I prove that? Nope. Can I guarantee that? Nope. That's just my current thoughts and opinion. I've been talking about ETH 2.0 in a bull run a big bull run happening in June. I've been talking about that since October, because all the charts, when I really, really looked out back then, and even obviously still now, they kept pointing to some major event happening in June, right? Think of it like astrology. I'm not a big understander of astrology, but I understand the universe is much bigger and more intelligent, and everything works in a much broader, bigger way than any one of us can understand. But so you just look at data, and data kept showing me June, and I'm like, what would happen in June that could possibly cause this massive surge like it's kind of telling me it should in the ETH 2.0 merge? And then lo and behold, as we're getting further and further into 2022, more and more information is coming out that's putting the date really in June. So I'm like, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. STEPN, hell yeah. STEPN, I think I'm going to buy a STEPN NFT today and start testing it out, because I really, really love what I think it's a fantastic concept. And I think it's one, I don't know, it seems fantastic. Matthew Pizzula says he just made the switch from Robinhood to Coinbase. Is Voyager that much better? Yeah, Voyager is a lot better than Coinbase. Reason being, because you get very significant interest on your crypto without having to lock it up. I get more interest on my Ethereum that's on Voyager than I would if I locked it up on Coinbase for the ETH 2.0 thing. And I get interest on Bitcoin, I get interest on USDC coin, Cardano, Polkadot, etc. And when I buy and sell crypto on Voyager, I don't pay fees, unlike on Coinbase. So when I go buy or sell $1,000 of Bitcoin, I get more Bitcoin for my $1,000, or I get more money for the Bitcoin I sold. So it's way better than Coinbase, absolutely. In my opinion, it kind of make Coinbase look silly. What will the APY ETH 2.0 be? It'll vary depending on how many people stake, but I think 5 to 10% is reasonable. I think somewhere around 8%, because there's a big narrative going on right now with ETH 2.0 moving into moving Ethereum into being kind of a bond market, and I'm hearing that narrative pick up more, and I'm like, I could totally see that. I could totally see that happening. Absolutely. Matthew, thank you for all the info you provide. Thanks, Matt. I'm glad you're getting value out of it. That's what I'm here for. Robin Payne says Binance. I've been trying for Binance. I've been trying to get verified, my identity verified on Binance for a year. They've rejected me 6 times. I don't know how many other ways I can send them my ID and my utility bill and whatever else they want, which is really just that. And they keep rejecting it. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand what the hell's going on. I would like to use Binance because they have some stuff on there. But over most of the time, when I'm uploading fiat into crypto, I use Voyager. Robin says, what? Didn't take me long at all. Yeah. Oh, for Binance? Yeah. I've been rejected 6 times over the course of a year now. And I'm definitely not alone. I am by far not the only person. Glad you got in, but I don't understand what the hell the problem is. This time they said, oh, your ID was a little too blurry. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's what you've said other times. And I'm like, I see the picture when I send it in. It's perfect. Yeah, it's Binance US. Binance US. I'm a states person, so I can't use Binance.com. You do like, I don't know. Heard Binance US terrible. Maybe it is because I know that they're like not exactly the same company. What can I say about ADA Up? Do you mean Cardano? Because if there's a coin, if there's a project called ADAUP, I've never heard of it, so I don't really have a thought. Paulo saying same problem in UK. What's up with New York State? My opinion, it's just got to be the traditional financial system is so heavy there, Wall Street, etc., that they have such a massive influence that they've twisted New York's arm into blocking the New York State people from being able to access these fantastic resources. Thanks for the follows. They are training to regulate. I mean, it's got to get regulated. Crypto has to get regulated. It has to, because like 95% of the money in the world is sitting on the sidelines waiting for a legal way for them to get into crypto. And until it gets regulated, they can't. So if you really want the market cap and the value of all your crypto to go up, it's got to get, as much as I don't love the regulation, there's no way around it. It has to happen, because when things go mainstream, you expect them to get rolled out to the many, many trillions of dollars in the world and all the billions of people in the world. There's got to be regulation. What do I think of RSR? I don't know much about RSI, so I don't have any great thoughts on it. Opinions on Jasmy. I think Jasmy went on a massive run. Maybe we just look at the Jasmy chart quick. I'm guessing that it's still overvalued, but let's take a look. Been trending down ever since it had that big old spike. I mean, it went from a penny to about 5 cents. It's about a 5x thing, and now it's down to about 2 cents. Yeah, maybe it's hitting the bottom, but we did just print a green dot down here on Lever Atlas. So interesting. By the way, we're going to be having a guest on tomorrow. His name's DGen Robot. He's a developer in the Phantom ecosystem. I think he mostly works on a project called RoboVault. But the Phantom ecosystem guys work on multiple things. So I really want to get people on here to give us a well-rounded view of things. So getting a developer's point of view on a lot of things is going to be very valuable. So be on here tomorrow. We go live Monday through Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Gala to $2 eventually, absolutely. We looked at Gala early on in the stream, and Gala was under 20 cents. Like, I'm gonna have to go buy me some Gala. Kathy Wood says Bitcoin will go to 1 million, ETH to 180K by 2030. Yeah, I think that's very possible. I think that's very possible. Can I talk about staking? Well, what would you like to know? There's nothing I really stake. I mean, I stake Atom, but I don't stake anything where I can't, for very long. Most things that I stake, I can get out of them whenever I want. What website am I using? This is TradingView. If you click the link in my TikTok bio, right here, it'll take you to this page, which is my crypto resources page. Scroll down a bit. This is TradingView, right here. TradingView. Just click that button, it'll bring you over to it. What personally are you buying? Ethereum is always the main thing that I buy. Ethereum is always the main thing I buy. It's the main thing I trade. It's definitely the main thing that I invest in. Literally in order, Ethereum is number 1, Bitcoin number 2, XRP number 3, Chainlink and VeChain number 4 and 5. And then after that is kind of a mix of Polkadot, Cosmos, Gala. I'm probably missing something. Citi said that the metaverse will generate 13 trillion. I think it'll generate a lot more than that, but it's a ways away. The actual metaverse as we think of it, because I think the way it's really going to look is we're going to all be wearing glasses and living in a kind of augmented reality. Do you see another bull cycle this summer? Yeah, if the merge, the ETH 2.0 merge does happen, when it happens, I should say, I just cannot foresee any other outcome than the market having a big run up for at least 6 months. Thoughts on Harmony One? I like Harmony One. I have some money in there. DeFi Kingdoms expanding. Most of my money though was probably in DeFi Kingdoms, but now it's expanded to Avalanche also, and I moved a lot of my stuff over there. But I think Harmony One's got promise. Matic, yeah, Matic is something that I really like to accumulate. I think it's a good solution to the because even though this merge is going to happen with ETH, it's not going to do anything to gas fees. It's just going to dramatically reduce the daily new supply of Ethereum, which is a massive deal, by 90%. Big deal. Grayscale is estimating 68 trillion of wealth transferred to millennials over the next 25 years due to crypto. Very well could be. And I think a lot of people that say get money from their boomer parents and grandparents and uncles and stuff, I think millennials, Gen Z, and every generation younger than that will be having crypto as a primary focus of their investment. That's what I think. HBAR recently added a staking option, finally. Okay. I've never used the HBAR ecosystem, but HBAR is something I've become a lot more bullish on because, you know, I'm pretty deep in the crypto space, so I talk with a lot of people, and people I really respect their opinions on. They just very much love HBAR, and it made me really take a second look at it, which I still honestly haven't given it a strong enough look, but they're so hyped on it that it makes me like that really means a lot because they don't get really hyped about much. So when they do, I'm like, all right, I take it seriously. I respect their opinion for sure. Will anything overtake Ethereum? There will not be Ethereum killers. I really don't think so. I really don't. I think that other layer ones can exist and layer zeros, of course, but I think that they will just have their own smaller, maybe more niched down ecosystems. Like FTM, like Phantom, FTM is it's DeFi, man. Like that's what Phantom is, and they do it very well. Speaking of DeFi, if you've been wanting to get into DeFi, but you've been afraid of not knowing what to do or what projects to get in, click the link in my TikTok bio or the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. It'll take you to this page, which is stanwith.me/dailycryptobulls. It's my crypto resources page. I put together a guide with my 5 favorite DeFi protocols and with complete walkthroughs. These are 5 DeFi protocols that I absolutely put my stamp of approval on, and I spend a shitload of time in DeFi. I've done hundreds of DeFi protocols using my 5 favorite. So you could get in here and start earning right away. I do charge $20 for it. You know, support the channel a little bit. No big deal. That's cheap as hell. You put in $1,000 in any one of these protocols, you'll make that back in a couple days. XRP, I think XRP is very bright. It's the third main thing I accumulate. That's what I think about XRP. Jamie Chase over on YouTube says, greetings, brother. 100K Bitcoin means what price prediction for VeThor and VeChain? VeThor, I don't know. If you're unfamiliar, VeThor is what VeChain emits, if you have it in the right place anyways, like say Binance. VeChain, if that goes to that, I would see VeChain hitting at least 30 cents, right? 25, 30 cents conservatively. But maybe it spikes up to 40, 50 cents. If that happens, that's probably an indicator that that's the top. That would be my opinion. Uphold, yeah, that's where I buy XRP. Yep. Uphold, and it's just an app. Uphold, UPHOLD. VeChain was predicted to be $1 this year, and it hasn't done so well. It's done very well. VeChain's done very well. $1 is just insanity. Do you understand how big of a market cap that would be for VeChain to have $1? VeChain did very well. VeChain's done very well. It's at a fantastic price right now. But regardless, I've been buying VeChain since 2017 because of what its actual business does. It's all about shipping and logistics. And it is so far, and shipping logistics, being on the blockchain, is a match made in heaven. And VeChain is so much further ahead than any of its competitors. Like, it's already won. VeChain is going to be around for a long time and just grow. I've been buying VeChain since it was well under a penny. My brother really pointed it out to me and explained it to me. I'm like, oh, that makes a crap load of sense. So we've been buying that for 5 years. So I would really implore you to zoom out, right? Because let me remind you, this is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. If you zoom in too much, you really don't understand what's going on. And most people, in my experience, zoom in way too much. But if you zoom out, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Literally anytime I've ever bought Bitcoin, I'm in the profit, other than right here, right? Because now we're down here. But what do you think the odds are? 13-year trend. What do you think the odds are it's going to get back above and make a new all-time high eventually? 100%. In my opinion, it's absolutely 100%. 13 years, nothing but up. Look at that. Up, down. These people down here are like, oh crap, it's so bad because they're so zoomed in. And Bitcoin's early here. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. And we could go down lower. We could go higher and then go even lower. I don't know. I really wouldn't expect Bitcoin to go under 20,000 literally ever again. But this, zoom out. I think buy things that you really believe in, so that if they do go down, you don't have to worry so much about trying to get in and out. If you really want to start to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum without spending any money, if you want to get free Bitcoin and Ethereum, click the link in my bio. I'll take you to my resources page. Take this free masterclass while it's still free. I show you how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes down. I get it for free when the price goes up too. But think about that. Probably scratching your head. How do you get free Bitcoin and Ethereum when the price goes down? So take that class. I'm going to start charging for it soon. Let's see here. LMX. Let's take a look at LMX. I don't know what LMX is though. LMX is not coming up. It's not in here, so it must be probably a really new coin. What do you think of margin trading? I don't do so much margin. Is there much of a difference between margin and leverage? Because I do leverage trading, that's for sure. Why is crypto down? I think because the overall sentiment is down. Like, there's uncertainty. If I had to put it into one word, I'd say things are down because of uncertainty. IMX. Okay. IMX. Let's see here. IMX, if we print a green dot right here, that would be a bullish divergence. And like the rest of the crypto market, I think we're coming to a bottom. I think most of the crypto market is probably going to swing up here pretty soon. That's what I think. That's what I think. From everything the charts are showing me. It's Sam, thanks for the share. Because the greed index is on fear, yeah, basically. But those are the best times to buy too. Like, it's not a joke. Like, lifetime chart of Bitcoin. Where do you think the greed and fear index was here? Here. Super duper duper nasty poop your pants fear. And guess when the best time to buy was? Super duper poop your pants fear. Look at that. Lifetime chart of Bitcoin, 13 years, nothing but up. Margin is leverage, then yes, I do leverage trading. I just call it leverage trading, I guess. Margin seems to be maybe more of a stock term, but it's the same concept for sure. And where I do that is I do that over on Bybit. Go to my resources page. It's right here. And if you guys haven't done your taxes yet, definitely check this out. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff. This is just my crypto resources page. This was like insane. I just like logged in my Voyager and Coinbase with this, and it just uploaded all my transactions and spit out my crypto tax form. I was like, I couldn't believe how quickly and easily that happened. Oh, by the way, if you want to join my like super deep early access like crypto alerts, you can join my free text list. I mean, it's not spammy or anything like that. I don't even send out messages very often, but when I do, they're pretty damn good. Join it while it's still free. I'm going to be charging for that very, very soon. And to get over there, just click the link in my bio, take in my resources page. And if you want to get a shirt, I got some pretty cool shirts here. I think they're cool. I got 10 shirts right now. Check those out. Support your boy. On it, paid DeFi plan. Nice. Nice, Sammy. What exchange do I use for my DeFi paid? I don't have a DeFi paid plan. Do you mean my guide? Do you mean my DeFi guide? Is that what you're talking about, Sammy? Do you do anything with stocks? I don't do anything with stocks. I'm only crypto. Hello from Cali. going back to Cali. Gala $1 by this summer. I think that's a little ambitious. I think that's a little ambitious. Eventually, though, because it got, I know it got up to like 80 some cents, but that whole Facebook changing their name to Meta is just such a massive market driver that I think that was massively overhyped. As much as I love Gala, it's just that anything gaming metaverse went insanity, way into an overbought zone. Did you yet play with the stable pool for XRP? No, I didn't. Damn it. No, I haven't yet. Welcome back in, by the way, Deftone. No, I haven't yet. Damn it, why haven't I done that? Totally forgot about it. I mean, I didn't totally forget it because I kept looking at it and I read into it more, and I'm like, they got a 200 million some TVL. The thing that really put me off about it is I didn't want to, they make you sign up with like your email and stuff. I didn't like that. I like to just be able to connect my wallet. That's me. That was the one thing why I didn't do it like on the spot, because I had to think, do I want to give this random company my email and stuff? Because that's just so different than everything in crypto. Like, they will drop rates on 15th a bit. Okay, dang it. But even then, I mean, yeah, their rates, from what I looked at, I think those were the daily rates, were pretty crazy. And I was totally going to do it. I pulled it up. I've looked at it. I talked to a few people about it. And then the weekend happened, basically. And I also had some family stuff go on. And I have it. God damn, I got to get into that. Absolutely. Because I liked it enough. God, I just didn't want to create an account with them, though. So used to not doing that in crypto now. Yeah, we already looked at Gala. Gala looked pretty undervalued to me. It's under 20 cents right now. And Gala is probably the main blockchain gaming thing I work to accumulate, for sure. By the way, we're going to be having a guest on tomorrow. We're going to be having a developer from the Phantom ecosystem. Goes by the handle DGenRobot on Twitter. And on TikTok, actually. I think he just created an account to do this interview tomorrow on TikTok. But so we're going to talk with him, get some really good insights, different perspectives from an actual developer. And in particular, he's in the Phantom ecosystem, so it's going to be very heavy DeFi. So I'm very excited about it. You'll definitely want to be on here. Again, we do live streams Monday through Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Of course, that's when we'll be on again tomorrow. Yes, on your laid guide, what exchange do you use? Well, you got to get I use 5 different protocols. I don't really use exchanges. Some of them also have decentralized exchanges on them, I guess, but in order to find out, get the guide. And you know what? If you don't like the guide, just email me and I'll refund you. It's no big deal. I just realized that if I give people things for free, more often than not, they do nothing with it. But if they pay for it, more often than not, they use it. I want you to use it. $20, like, put $1,000 in one of those protocols, you'll get that $20 back in a few days. Thoughts on exchange versus hot wallet versus cold wallet? Good question. So let me show you real quick. Where's my ledger? Oh, I have it upstairs. I always use a ledger. I'm probably not logged into my MetaMask, and I don't really want to log in here on live stream. But on my crypto resources page, again, click the link in my bio, take you to the resources page. I use a ledger, which is a cold wallet, I guess. I think those terms get kind of used oddly. Basically, all this means is that crypto that I have in my MetaMask wallet is 100% safe. But if I don't have a ledger, it's not safe. And the reason being is because no transactions can happen in my MetaMask wallet without me literally okaying it out here in the physical world. Like, I literally push buttons on my ledger to okay transactions. No transactions can happen in my MetaMask without me okaying it in the real world on my ledger. So if you're rolling around without a ledger, then your stuff can get stolen so much easier than you would ever probably even believe. Like, as simple as you log into the wrong site. Where'd OBS go? You log into the wrong site, they can just drain all your crypto and NFTs. Like, I'm not exaggerating. And you can get hacked and everything. But if you have a ledger, not getting hacked, not getting stolen. You have locked your stuff up. Get a ledger. And use that link. I think you get a discount. I think there's a discount if you use that link, I think. I'm not sponsored by them, but Crypto Resources page, I put everything on there that I think basically everybody should have. And I use, I use the Nano X. Yeah, King Walker. So my Nano X connects to my MetaMask, exactly. Actually, in your MetaMask wallet, you can create a bunch of different wallet addresses. When you get your ledger, you create a new wallet address that is just for your ledger, and it'll work across, is you have the same address for all the different networks you use, Ethereum, Phantom, Avalanche, etc. So I only use that ledger wallet that is in my MetaMask, and no transactions can happen unless I okay it out here in the real physical world on my ledger. So my stuff is completely safe. If you're not doing that, your stuff is absolutely not completely safe. Not at all. So there's no point. A Nano X, $150. What one-time cost to get the ledger? Like, absolutely keep your stuff safe. Get a ledger. But yeah, explain how that is done. I hope that makes sense, King. I did explain it. You literally, like, you have this cable. This connects to my computer and my ledger. And so it communicates between the ledger and my MetaMask. And I okay it out here in the real world to do any transaction. If it's not okayed out here in the real world on my ledger, no transactions can happen. My stuff cannot get stolen. But if you're not using a ledger, not doing this, your stuff can absolutely get stolen. You're welcome, King. And seriously, anyone that if you ever plan on doing anything, if you have a MetaMask, you're doing anything in DeFi, etc., get a ledger. Click the link in my TikTok bio or in the YouTube description, and it'll take you to my resources page. There will be a button for ledger. I suggest the Nano X. That's what I have, because that one can handle the most cryptos. Oh, it's a little bit delayed on your side, King? Okay. Safest place to write your seed phrase? Good question. Really, you want to just have it somewhere safe. And really, you might want to have it in multiple places. Like, you might want to, because like when you get a ledger, it gives you three pieces of paper to write down your seed phrase. I have those. So this is a conversation that's going to go a little bit. So, like, I have them in multiple places. Like, I have one in a safe at home. I have one in a safety deposit box. Depends on how much stuff you have. If you only got like a few thousand of crypto, maybe you don't need to take these kinds of steps, and like that. But I also have a piece of metal that I've written them all on, so that can withstand a fire. And I have that in my safe. And with that being said, if you lose your physical ledger, you can get a new ledger. As long as you still have your seed phrase, your crypto is safe. You could lose your physical ledger. You could lose it, break it, whatever. But as long as you have your seed phrase, you could get a new ledger and use that seed phrase, and you'll have access to all your stuff again. Is Exodus good for holding interest? I've never used Exodus, so I don't know. What do I think about Celsius for interest in keeping a portion of your crypto there? I think it's better than Coinbase, but I use Voyager because I think Voyager is even better than Celsius because it pays a little bit higher interest, generally speaking, and there's no fees when you buy and sell crypto. So Voyager is definitely my favorite centralized exchange, but it's only available in the States currently. It will be rolling out to Europe later in the year. By the way, put a 1 in the chat if you'd like to learn how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. I have a lot of new people rolling through here constantly. So if you've been on the stream for a while and I'm repeating things, apologies, but we constantly have new people getting on the stream, so I have to repeat the most important things. Deftone and Funi, EOSAC. So I just uploaded a brand new masterclass teaching you how to do this. Click the link in my bio, as usual. I'll take you to the resources page. Take the masterclass, how I get free Bitcoin and Ethereum when the price goes down. I get it when the price goes up too, but I always put this there to really catch extra people's attention, because it's like, wait a minute, how the hell do I get free Bitcoin and Ethereum when the price goes down? I just uploaded a new masterclass. Definitely check that out while it's still free, and there may be something really special for you in that class. So definitely, well, I mean, other than just the information, check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Deftone says he'll check it out. Good to know. Good to hear, man. Yeah, just upload. I spent like 2 months putting it together, so definitely watch it. We'll go through the link today. Cool. Thanks, Fooney. Hope you get some good value out of it, because one thing that I really want to talk about, and I talk about it in the masterclass, is that like the way that we know crypto today, you got to realize like this is not going to be like this very much longer. Like your ability to even get Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be much different than it is today. It's not going to be as easy to get, and it's obviously going to cost a lot more. And I think that's all going to happen within the next 3 years, right? Because we have a Bitcoin halving coming up in 2 years, and that's one thing. And there'll be a year after that. We're going to have regulation, more money coming in. I think that right now we are in a very special opportunity. And that thing that I teach in the masterclass about how to get free Bitcoin and Ethereum is something that you cannot sleep on. You can't. Like you're already behind. You need to work on something called accumulation, which is getting as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as you can. And if you can do it without spending money, and you can really grow your bags, you got to take advantage of that now while you still can. Because that's, most people are trying to get rich like way quick, like way fast. But most people won't give themselves 3 or 4 years to get wealthy. And if you follow a real plan, because of where we're at in crypto today, not where we're at in a few years, where we're at today, if you do the right things today and follow a real plan over the next 3-4 years, to me, in my opinion, it's virtually a certainty that you will gain wealth. But you got to give yourself a little bit more than a week. Give yourself 3-4 years. I like to think out at least 4 years. And particularly where we're going to be in 3-4 years from where we are today, the opportunity that exists today will not exist then. What are my price targets for HBAR? I don't know. Sammy, it's called going short. Yeah, that's how you profit on the way down. But most people have no idea how to do that, or how to do that successfully. I mentioned something similar to Coinbase for you. How do you spell it, mate? Again, everything is in my crypto resources page. So if you click the link in my TikTok bio, and you definitely want to use the link. You definitely want to use the link in my TikTok bio. So click the link in my TikTok bio right here. It'll take you to this page. It's called Voyager. You definitely want to use this link though, and use this code, because it'll get you $25 in free Bitcoin when you deposit or trade $100 in crypto. But you get interest on basically all your crypto without having to lock it up or stake it, and there's no fees when you buy and sell. That's not what I was looking for. Exponential growth. Yeah. So you compound like accumulation of Bitcoin and Ethereum while it's going to be going up a lot over the next 3-4 years, and a lot of years, but the growth trajectory is the returns are going to diminish year over year. And when we get to 4 years and Bitcoin is like $250,000 and Ethereum is like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, like the opportunity we have today compared to the opportunity we'll have then are just not even going to be anywhere close to the same. Like, don't screw around. Don't screw around. Like, stop chasing the next Shiba Inu, or at least spend way less time on that and have your main focus, in my opinion, not financial advice, focus on accumulating the real good stuff that you know is going to be here for a long time. That you know. Don't be biased. You know Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be here for a long time. You know it. So don't screw around. My opinion. Engine, I love Engine. I think Engine's got a very bright future because I can't. It's hard for me to explain how big of a deal NFT technology is. Not these pictures. The actual technology that is NFT. It's hard for me to explain. Like that is going to become a massive everyday thing that we use. Everything. Everything. Everything is going to go on chain because of NFT. And I think a lot of cryptocurrencies are going to go away. But NFTs are going to grow. I want to invest in the NFT makers. Like Engine is fantastic for making NFTs specifically right now for gaming, which I think gaming is going to be one of the biggest things. The first thing to really become mainstream NFT gaming. So I'm huge on Engine. And I also think NFT, like say Coca-Cola wants to make NFTs and all these other brands, et cetera, want to make NFTs, which they will. What company do they use to help them make NFTs? What software, what programs do they use? What blockchain company do they use to make their NFTs? That is a big deal. So maybe Ecomi is a big one because of that. Ecomi. Vivi, Ecomi. And I don't have any Ecomi. I just realized that. I got to get some Ecomi. But I think there's a lot of NFT facilitators like that haven't really been made yet. So I don't know if we really have the main future companies out yet. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with Engine. Exactly, King and Funi. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is because because they add that stability, they add that platform, they add that utility, that real use to being able to use them to make and use your NFTs. Those are the things I'm super interested in. I invest in all kinds of stuff, Alisi. What about Zill? I think Zill, Ecomi, I think it's ECOMI. VXV, I don't know enough about, that's vector space or something, right? I don't know enough about VXV, but I get asked about it a lot. Zill, I think Metaverse as a service is a fantastic narrative, but I think it's a long ways away from, again, I think Metaverse in general is a long ways away from being actually to the level people think it's at. You know what I'm saying? Should I get a ledger if all I own is crypto? Or how can I make sure my crypto is safe? Yeah, it's Brit. I mean, it's for crypto. Totally. Like if you have crypto, if you're just leaving your crypto exclusively on a centralized exchange and you never plan on using a MetaMask, then yeah, you don't need a ledger, but you will eventually use a MetaMask. Period, because that's how you actually interact with blockchain and crypto. And anything you have in your MetaMask wallet, your wallets, that isn't on Coinbase or Voyager or something like that, because those are different. You're not going to use your ledger with those. They have their own security. But if you plan on using any crypto, like with MetaMask, etc., getting into some DeFi protocols or in NFTs, you have to have a ledger, or else you're just taking such a crazy big unnecessary risk. And the Nano X is $150. It's just silly to take that risk. But that's how you can make sure it's safe. See a lot of likes coming in. Thank you, Matthew. My name is Matt too, by the way, with 2 T's. You ever met a Matt with 1 T? They're always strange. They're always strange. Oddly strange. I've met 2 Matts in my life with 1 T, and they were both memorably strange. Really. And because you think about it, whose parents would name their like a Matt, like what you step on with 1 T? Whose parents are gonna do that? Weirdos. Jeff, what's going on, man? Just started investing in Gala, I mean. Yeah, because they already have tons of games. They have more coming out, and they have a game called Mirandus coming out, which is an MMORPG. I'm so bullish on Mirandus. I don't have any Mirandus NFTs yet, but I'm getting there. I've just spent so much money on Big Time that I just haven't. And Big Time's going to be rolling out before Mirandus, so I feel like I still have some time on Mirandus. Yeah, but Gala is huge, dude. I think Gala is so undervalued. Why are you skipping my question? What's your question? I'm not skipping your question. I don't see your question. J Mota. Wait. Why are you skipping opinion on XRP? Oh, I've already answered that. Like, XRP is the third main thing I accumulate. It's massive. XRP is massive. Pegaxi, that's been one I've been meaning to look at more, but I don't have any strong thoughts on Pegaxi. That's not how you spell it, is it? I do have a lot of questions to answer. Thank you, Matthew. But yeah, XRP is after Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's probably the third main thing I buy. So that tells you how I feel about it. What about Meta Ruffy? That sounds meme coiny, possibly scammy as hell. Jasmy, I don't know enough. I mean, people ask about Jasmy, but I'm not taking it seriously at the moment because it had such a massive pump that I just that's one that I would just stay away from for a while, me personally. Sandbox will probably. It's crazy to me that Decentraland has a bigger market cap than Sandbox. It doesn't make any sense. None, zero. Sandbox is, and I don't think Sandbox is like the most amazing thing in the world, but it is so much better than Decentraland. Just go use either of them. There's actually real things to do in Sandbox. Decentraland's still basically nothing to do. I can't believe it. Like, and Gala should be above both of them. So the market just has no idea how to evaluate this stuff yet. I think so many people are invested in Decentraland via land and Manacoin. I think that they're not willing to admit it yet, and I think that's what the market's showing. Do you have a tutorial on how to connect NanoX to MetaMask? I don't, but there are tons of them on YouTube. Tons of them. And it's not very hard. You just, what you do is you just go to your MetaMask wallet and there'll be a spot to like, it's so easy. It'll take you like 5 minutes. Just look it up on YouTube. There's a ton of tutorials. Decentraland had that virtual fashion show recently. Ooh, cares? And that's what I think about it. I'm like, ooh, cares? It should be a game. What can I do there? And that's what the market's saying. But again, I think that it's still at the value it's at. I think it's overvalued / undervalued, but compared to where we are in the market, it's overvalued. And I can't believe it's still number one in terms of market cap. Like, it overtook Axie Infinity, which is fine. Overtook it's above Sandbox, it's above Gala, and I think it should be below Gala and Sandbox. I think Gala should be number one. I think Sandbox should be number two. And Mana, I don't know. But I am pretty heavily invested in Big Time, and the CEO of that is actually a co-founder of Decentraland. But he kind of left Decentraland because he's like, yeah, I want to do something better than this. 69 follow future. I get it. You're into Meta Ruffy. Doesn't sound that important to me. The name of it sounds just meme coiny at best, which is fine. There's money to be made in meme coins, but it's a much higher risk game. Upland is a cool game. What are my thoughts on Celsius? I prefer Voyager. I like Celsius. It's better than Coinbase, but I prefer Voyager. And there's a link in my bio to Voyager. Well, link in my bio goes to my resources page. There'll be a link for Voyager on that. Metaverse I'm still hoping for is Everdome. Let's look up Everdome. Deftone, you have a history of giving me some good stuff, so I'm going to look it up. Let's look up Everdome. Everdome.io. Good looking page, so that's a good start. Tokenom. Oh, whoa. I thought I was moving it. Okay, it's just moving around. Your mission starts on Earth. Interesting. Feels interesting. Interesting. Team. Are you going to tell me the team? Or, oh, hey, look at that. Look at that. Their docs actually know who they are. That's very positive. What are their backgrounds? What's the CEO here? Youngest self-made entrepreneur to make the Forbes 100. Richest list in Poland. Okay. What's your guys's? EA Games. Microsoft. Full stack. What is this? Hero. Land sale. Look at the CFO. What the hell's the CFO? I don't see a CFO. I see a OO, an MO, and a PO. And a GO. See MO. Bally experience combining music, sports worlds, AMG, Sledgehammer. That was kind of the one that stood out to me the most too. EA Games, 50 Cent Weekend. It's interesting. Very interesting. I'll leave that one up in my... God, I got so many tabs up. We'll take a look at Meta Ruffy because you kept saying that too. Or not Deftone, but... Meta Ruffy, Stadium, Resort Pubs, Certic. Oh, nice that you had a Certic done. Got that going on. Bitcoinist. You got a video here. Pre-sale filled in a few seconds. Ruffy World. Metaverse. Spas. Meta Ruffy. Stadium Ruffy. Resort. Spa Resort. Relaxing Zone. Pubs, bars, and clubbing areas. Oh, let's go to OpenSea and see if their NFTs are on here. Meta Ruffies. That's probably not it. That can't be it. That can't be it. Interesting. NFT Marketplace. We'll call it Ruffy Mall. Buy. Interesting. Yeah, Everdome's standing out to me more. This does look like looks very professional. Unreal Engine. OKX. BNB Chain. So these are their partners? That's what they use. Maybe it's on Binance and they use Unreal Engine for the game. Maybe OKX is another exchange or something based in Dubai. Very interesting. I've heard of Everdome. I don't know much about it. It's tokenomics. 15% to the team. 5% unlocked each month after. 5% of the 15%, I suppose. Exchange, partners, staking, private round. Serves, marketing, pre-sale. Very interesting. Everdome will provide an opportunity for everyone who's interested in a very real-to-life version of the metaverse. That's interesting. That's interesting. Bally Singh. He's one of the team, right? That's who the CMO is. Best website for crypto news. I don't have a strong opinion on that because I just kind of look for. Okay, you're gonna stop spamming me. Use your brain. Stop asking. I see your question, man. You threw it in like 7 times. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good, good point for that. I think Crypto Potato is one that I kind of like. Moon River and Moonbeam. I like Moon River. I have some Moon River. I think Moon River is very undervalued right now. My computer freeze up or what? Actually, let's take a look at Moon River. Computer seems to be going a little slow. Is it MRV? I think it's MRV. Maybe not. Moon River. And if we zoom out to the daily, I think Moon River came down from a very high. The whole metaverse overpumping. $500 down to 44. Wow, what a deal. Even right now it's 50 some bucks. I think Moon River's great. I think it's a fantastic deal. That's what I think. I think it's a fantastic deal. That's what I think. What, Deftone, you still in here? Because that is interesting, Everdome. That is interesting. By the way, we'll be having a guest on tomorrow. Goes by the handle DGen Robot. He's a developer in the Phantom ecosystem. As you guys know, I do interviews sometimes, and I think it'll be really good. I've been thinking it'll be really good to get perspectives from actual developers and start getting to what they're thinking about and what they're seeing going on. Because they see things through a different lens than, by far most of us. And they get to see things that we don't get to see. So I think it's going to be a very good interview. But, Monday through Friday, we do a live stream here on TikTok and YouTube at noon Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So that's when it'll be tomorrow, noon Pacific Standard Time, tomorrow. Thoughts on Monero? I think Monero's, I think that they're going to get really attacked. I think them and these privacy coins, I like them, but I think they have yet to see the shitstorm of attacking that's going to happen on them. So, I don't know. Check out MetaHero. Company uses a ton of Sony cameras for a scanner, filled metaverse. I've heard of MetaHero for sure. I'm familiar with MetaHero. I actually thought I saw something about that when you had me look that up. MetaHero. Let me see here if it's what I remember. We are the gateway into the metaverse. You can scan your. That's right. You can scan yourself. That's right. You can scan yourself. And so, Deftone, are you saying that these guys? Oh, that'll be the tech that fills Everdome. But what I'm not gathering from Metadome is what is it going to be like? I don't really understand what they're saying the experience is supposed to be like. Hero holders, teams, staking, light paper. I'm not going to read the light paper on the stream, but my computer's just going a little slow. I'm going to have to restart. I have 10,000 tabs open, and I probably won't close any of them. Yeah, that light paper's not coming up very fast. Is Everdome supposed to replace Decentraland? I definitely don't know. The Digital Frontier's first hyper-realistic metaverse. So it seems from that, my first take is, all right, you're scanning me, like you're trying to make it look like this world, like the real world. The question we have been tackling since the beginning of our efforts into the metaverse is whether or not people want to be themselves or some futuristic version of themselves while in the metaverse. While there is no correct answer to overlay on the masses, one thing is clear. There really is one option right now, and that entails entering the metaverse as a cartoon or a poorly curated version of yourself based on unidentifiable futures. Our team here at Everdome has set out to provide an opportunity for everyone who is interested in a very real-life version of the metaverse. Everdome will be the most hyper-realistic verse across the entire landscape. People, brands, organizations are looking to showcase themselves, their brands, and their products in the highest quality will make Everdome the place where they can truly demonstrate their desired experience. So I can see, if I wanted to go think of it like a market, like if I wanted to see new art or new fashion or new cars or new shoes or whatever, go there, and if it was really hyper realistic, it's like I could see all that stuff like in person somehow. So if that's what they're getting at, I see some use in that. God, I feel like that's a little ways away though. I just do. I really feel like that's a little ways away. It's coming. I just don't know. I feel like it's hard. We're getting there. I think it's further away than most people think. That's just me though. I could be totally wrong. Ready Player One movie. That's always great. That's a great movie. Imagine a dollar amount on your look. Yeah, it's probably years. So Everdome is something I feel like I'll keep a watch on, but I don't know if I really want to get in yet. Great, it can be great to catch it early, but you can be too early also. So I don't know, depending. To each their own. It's each of us are different. I don't know. I see promise in that. I would have to definitely do more research before, because that seems like that would be a longer term thing, a long hold. I would definitely have to do more research to make that kind of decision. Oh, Deftones, you're saying not now. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me too. It feels like promising, but it feels earlier than I want to get in. By the way, if anyone still on the stream hasn't joined my text message list, go join that. Link in the description, take my resources page. There'll be a join my text list. It's still free, but I'm going to be charging for it very, very, very soon. I send out some of my absolute best alerts on that list. And I don't send out messages very often, but when I do, they're very good. And also follow me on Twitter. If you guys could do that, if you guys could go follow me on Twitter too. I'm Daily Crypto Bull on all the socials. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube. I would really appreciate that because I want to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I want to get to 1,000 on Twitter. I'm over here because I do so much on TikTok. I'm at like 123,000 on TikTok, but I really haven't put. I wouldn't say I wouldn't put enough effort. Like Twitter, I just don't try to send out tweets every freaking moment. I just try to send out good things. And same thing with YouTube, I don't try to just make videos just to make them. I make good ones, so they don't happen every day. But go follow me on those. I'd really appreciate that. How about Telegram? I don't do Telegram. I'm on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter are my main, and then I have an Instagram also. But I feel like TikTok is short form content, YouTube is long form, and Twitter is like written messaging. Those make sense to me. Instagram is definitely the lowest priority of mine of those four. And then I have a text message list too, because if I have a really good alert, I want to make sure everyone gets it, and it only goes out to that text message list. Because even if I put it on Twitter, not everyone's going to see it. But on text message, typically they're urgent and they'll get it right away. Thoughts on BlockFi credit card? I haven't looked. Is it? I think I know what you're talking about. Because it's a credit card. They do 1.5% back, and that's good to show you this. This is the Fold card. This is a debit card, so you don't need to apply. And it's free. This is the best Bitcoin reward card on the market. The only one that beats it is the top tier Crypto.com card, but you got to stake like $400,000 worth of Crow to get that card. This one's free. Best Bitcoin reward card on the market in terms of what you get back. And they deliver too. I really like them. I buy everything with that. So I buy groceries, pay my bills, etc. I get Bitcoin rewards. Better than any other card out there. And it's free. No application needed. If you want to get that, click the link in my bio. Right here. It's on my resources page. Scroll down a bit, and it is right here. Fold card. Right here. Click that button. It'll take you over there. Give you 5,000 free sats too, I guess. I literally don't get anything for this. I don't really get anything for any of this stuff. It's just, this is the crypto resources page. Like, to me, like, yeah, of course you should be getting Bitcoin rewards, because you're not going to be able to do this in a few years. Like, companies aren't going to be able to offer this, not because it's illegal, just because Bitcoin's going to be so much more scarce. They're not going to be able to do this. Check out the Discord too, by the way. There's the YouTube channel. I don't have the Twitter here. Here's the text list. My shirt site. Got some good shirts on here. Got 10 shirts. I think they're pretty damn cool. I'll be adding more. Ledger, tax software. This is where I trade crypto. Voyager. It's where I buy and sell most of my crypto and get interest. TradingView. It's what we've been looking at all day. My DeFi guide. Trading pattern sheet. Lever Atlas, and this free masterclass. Learn how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free, even when the price goes down. Which card? Yeah, it's the fold card. Just go to my resources page and click the link. It'll bring you right over to it. It's an app too, so you do everything from within the Fold app. Yeah, definitely. Just click the link. Just go to my resources page. Click the link in my TikTok bio, or the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And take you to my resources page, which I just showed you. And just scroll down a bit, you'll find the Fold card link. It's that yellow F. Entrepreneur X3 on YouTube says, appreciate the content. I appreciate you, man. Or lady, whichever you are. Thanks for the follows coming in on TikTok, by the way. I'm going to shut the stream down here in probably like a minute. Definitely check out my resources page. Everything I have on here, you should probably have. Link in bio on TikTok or description on YouTube. This is the page. Definitely take this class. I mean, crazy to not take this class. This DeFi guide is, I can't even, it's insane. Insanity. Again, you got to take care, you got to take the opportunity of DeFi while it still exists too. Because the way it exists today, it's not going to be as profitable in a year, 2 year, 3 years. Like, take advantage of it while you can. Like, don't waste. And I show you my 5 favorite protocols with walkthroughs. They pay fantastic. I mean, look, actually one of them pays up to like 1,000% interest, but I don't do that particular one. It's so easy to earn 100% on your crypto. It's ridiculous. But which protocols are safe? Which ones are actually innovators? This guy will help you do that. All this other stuff. A lot of other good stuff on there. You're welcome, Annie. Just definitely, I'm in crypto all day, every day. Like, those resources on there, they're fantastic. They make the page for a reason. Any last questions? I'm going to end the stream here in a second. This replay will be on my YouTube channel, which is Daily Crypto Bull. Again, on the resources page, there's a button for that. But this replay will be posted on YouTube, as they all are. And tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time, we will be having noon Pacific Standard Time, we will be having Degen Robot on. He's a developer in the Phantom ecosystem. Gonna be really good to get his perspective, right? Because he's a developer, so he sees things differently than most of us do, and he knows more things and other things that we don't know and couldn't understand. So it's going to be a really good interview, really good interview. Cool guy too. And that'll be tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. All right, I think I'm gonna end it. I don't see any other questions. I'm gonna roll. I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm typically on here for 2 hours, 5 days a week. Thanks for the class. You're welcome, Funi. It's about a 2.5 hour class. It's got a lot in there. It has foundational stuff, philosophical, like strategic stuff, and then of course straight up like do this, do that stuff. Definitely take it all. I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, noon Pacific Standard Time. You're awesome. Have a great day.